This is Erin Fisher, Technology Integration Facilitator for the East Bridgewater Public Schools, and this is an overview of how I use the You Can Book Me platform for my booking calendar. So I love Google Calendar, and I love that you can set up appointments in the appointment slots. However, I run into the problem where I get so many appointments, which is a wonderful thing, that if I had the appointment slots in my Google Calendar, it actually would allow anyone to have editing access of those slots, meaning that essentially a teacher might accidentally wipe out another teacher's appointment with me. So I have to be very careful in the access I want to give. At the same time, I don't have the luxury of responding to every email I get. So having teachers email me to put the appointment in isn't really feasible either for my current position. So a great site for me that works is You Can Book Me, and You Can Book Me links directly with my Google Calendar to put appointments right in there for me. And it's been invaluable in my position currently. So this is the You Can Book Me site, You Can Book Me. So youcanbook.me. And I log in and I do sign in with Google. And you can see that I do have my calendar. I use the free account, which allows you to link one calendar. If you wanted to link multiple calendars, then a paid account may be your best option. I only use my own calendar that I link to the You Can Book Me platform, and this works well for me. And I log in with Google, and this is what I find. Now, I already have a profile, however, and you'll notice if I go to create a new one, it lets me know I cannot because I am in the free account. But I will show you how I have mine set up. So you'll notice it's right here. They have great resources right here. It's very easy to set it up. And I'm going to click into mine. So notice you can name your booking page, which is nice. I just did E. Fisher to make it easy. And this is my title because it's the same title as my blog. And then I give some instructions here that show on the actual calendar. And this can be embedded into websites as well. Notice down here you upload your image. This is required as the paid account. When I go into my calendar, I choose the calendar I want it to link with. So if I even hit my eFisher, it checks my availability. And if I wanted to change the calendar in my account, I can. So it doesn't have to be connected with my school email, my personal one. I could choose a separate calendar that's in my calendars in Google Calendar. I just use my own. Then if we take a look at times and availabilities, I set my times here. I can make it earlier or later depending on my availability. And you notice you can add breaks. So if you want to add your lunch or your planning time, you can. I put mine at before my day starts and after. And that's where my planning and lunch come in. If you go into duration and displays, I choose 60 minutes. You can do less than that or more. And then you'll notice most of the timing features are in the upgraded account. I do a minimum booking of 1 hour. You may want to do more than that. You can get booked up to 1 hour. I leave this on so it gives me an hour to check my calendar so I don't miss appointments. And I do 4 weeks out. I think that's the maximum. It might give me more. Let's try 6. Save changes. And it did allow me to have 6 weeks out. And I display the weekly in the preview. This is the booking form. Oh, let's go back here. Appointment types is an upgrade, and language and time zones I automatically detect. This is the booking form, and this is the most important item for myself. This takes the questions I put in the booking form. You can edit here. And when you see these brackets around the identifier, this is what will populate in an email back to your participants. So if somebody fills out a booking for you, they're going to get an email that includes this information as long as you're having a question that enters the email. So if you see here, it does ask for an email from the person, and then I chose the school, the name, the room number rather, and what they wanted to work on. Less is more because people do have to fill this out, so you don't want to make it too cumbersome to fill out. They will have to do the CAPTCHA test. Just check off that they are not a robot. that's required, so you can't get away from that. So I try to do less is more on here. And then the person filling it out for the required items, as long as you have that in here, will get an email after they book you. So you put in those identifiers from the booking form and it will pull them into an email. So when someone books with me, this is what they get. And then they can add it to their own calendar and they can come back to it and cancel it if they need to, or they have the information here. And then it automatically puts it on your Google Calendar, which is great. And this does quite a bit more if you go into the upgraded account. You can have this happens that I set the email here and then I also get an email. You can set that. And then same thing, the booker can reschedule and I can also reschedule. And same here if there's cancellations, and you can set some parameters around that too. So I don't use these, but you always could. And that's basically how this works. This is what goes into my calendar. I set that. And then when I get an appointment, you'll see here, I can look and it puts all the information right there. So this is a great tool for me, works wonderfully. I love it. And I don't have to worry about giving anyone access to my calendar. So no one sees who is meeting with me. They only see when they go to the You Can Book Me, my appointments, which I like. It gives those that book me some privacy as well. Not everyone knows it. Where if I give editing access or view access to my actual calendar, people can see those that book appointments. And that's how it shows. And this is fully embeddable onto websites, which works out well. So I hope you enjoyed You Can Book Me. I certainly do. Thank you.